What would happen if your home flooded tomorrow and you suddenly discovered your insurance coverage had vanished? For millions of Americans, this nightmare could become reality in just days. The clock is ticking. The National Flood Insurance Program, NFIP, is set to expire on September 30th, and Senator Bill Cassidy is not happy about it. On Tuesday, he delivered fiery remarks on the Senate floor, urging lawmakers to act. "Let's keep the National Flood Insurance Program alive," Cassidy said. He's not just focused on a quick fix. Cassidy wants a long-term solution for the nearly 500,000 NFIP policyholders in Louisiana and millions across the nation. Why is this such a big deal? Think about it. We're still in hurricane season. Homeowners are staring down the possibility of no coverage if Congress doesn't act fast. Could you imagine your home flooding mid-storm without any insurance safety net? This isn't the program's first rodeo. The NFIP's funding has been extended 33 times in the last 10 years. That's right, 33 extensions. It's like Congress is stuck in a loop, kicking the can down the road every time the program nears expiration. The last major lapse was in 2010. For 53 days, the program was in limbo before a resolution finally came. But back then wasn't hurricane season. If it lapses at the end of this month, it'll happen smack in the middle of peak storm season. Not ideal for the millions who depend on this coverage. The National Flood Insurance Program was created in 1968 and is managed by FEMA to help homeowners, renters, and businesses in flood-prone areas. It provides affordable flood insurance to communities, but here's the catch. You've got to live in a place that participates in the program and follows FEMA's floodplain regulations. And boy, do people need it. Flood damage is expensive. A single inch of flooding can rack up more than $25,000 in damages. Without NFIP, many homeowners would be left high and dry. Private insurers have never loved the flood market. It's too risky and costly. Louisiana, a place where almost every household knows the drill when hurricanes roll in. Stock up on gas, board the windows, wait, pray. Cassidy didn't just speak abstractly about the NFIP's importance. He talked about Hurricane Francine, which caused $1.5 billion in damages to Louisiana last year. Homes were destroyed, businesses shut down, families displaced, and without flood insurance, forget about rebuilding. Senator Cassidy wasn't mincing words. He called Congress out for letting the program teeter at the edge of expiry over and over again. His solution, a long-term reauthorization, not another short-term Band-Aid fix. We are once again barreling toward a government shutdown if Congress doesn't act, Cassidy said. If NFIP lapses, all flood insurance policies issued by the program will be frozen. No new policies can be issued. No existing ones can be renewed. Real estate transactions could grind to a halt in flood-prone areas. Mortgage lenders require flood insurance on properties in FEMA-designated high-risk zones. No insurance, no mortgage. Homeowners already battling skyrocketing premiums thanks to FEMA's Risk Rating 2.0 policy would face another hurdle. Cassidy doesn't just want to prevent a lapse. He's also pushing for more resilient infrastructure to help communities prevent flood damage in the first place. He pointed to programs like the Building Resilient Infrastructure and Communities Initiative, established during the Trump administration. It's better to prevent flooding, he said, than to recover from it later. According to the National Institute of Building Sciences, every $1 spent on flood mitigation saves $6 in disaster recovery costs. Right now, it feels like NFIP is perpetually on shaky ground. Cassidy's speech was a clear challenge to his colleagues in Congress. Get your act together. Stop holding NFIP hostage, but will they? That's the big question. For Louisiana families, the stakes couldn't be higher. Same goes for homeowners in states like Florida, Texas, and New Jersey, where floods are an all-too-familiar threat. Bottom line, Congress has until September 30th. After that, we'll either have a functioning flood insurance program or millions of Americans left wondering if their coverage will vanish when they need it most. For now, all we can do is wait and hope, because when the next storm hits, none of us should have to ask, what now? Let's recap what's at stake here. The National Flood Insurance Program expires on September 30th, leaving nearly 500,000 Louisiana policyholders and millions nationwide at risk. Senator Cassidy isn't just asking for another temporary extension. After 33 short-term fixes in the last decade, he's demanding a long-term solution to break this cycle. If Congress fails to act, the consequences are severe. Frozen policies, halted real estate transactions, and vulnerable homeowners during peak hurricane season. Remember, every dollar spent on flood prevention saves $6 in recovery costs. The choice is clear. Invest in resilience now or pay much more later. Thank you for watching our coverage of the National Flood Insurance Program crisis. Remember, September 30th is the deadline for Congress to act. Stay informed and prepared as this critical situation unfolds.